Hey everyone, thank you for joining us here for KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Brandon T. Jones in for Laura this afternoon. We do want to go ahead and start things outdoors with Jenny Powell, who's out in the Outdoor Weather Center right now. Jenny, it seems like a beautiful day for the most part, but you got some new information just in, right?
Yeah, that's right, Brandon. And we have been seeing plenty of sunshine across Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, but a special weather statement is now in place because this strong thunderstorm has started to develop. So this is impacting parts of Shoshone County out in North Idaho. This is popping up for us just southeast of Wallace and also just south of Lookout Pass, impacting Turner Flat Campground and Tin Can Campground, where winds are up to 30 miles per hour. And we've also been seeing half-inch size hail associated with this storm. So even though across a lot of the region we're seeing some sunshine, this is popping up toward those mountains along the Montana-Idaho border, which we were talking about earlier this morning, the threat of some isolated thunderstorm activity up in some of that higher terrain. So we still have those chances now. They've expanded a little bit more through parts of North Idaho, even now dipping a little bit into Spokane and out toward the Cascades. Again, the emphasis is this is going to be impacting up toward the mountains, but now we have seen that storm develop for us on our current satellite and radar. But for folks that might be getting their Friday going out on their lunch hour across Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, we are seeing widespread sunshine and a break. Finally, good air quality for a lot of Northeast Washington and North Idaho. We are still, however, though, seeing some unhealthy air quality conditions toward the central part of the state. So if you do have Friday plans, weekend plans that direction, definitely keep that in mind. Otherwise, gorgeous live look over Lake Coeur d'Alene, sunny and 75 right now with light winds out at the north at about 4 miles per hour sustained. Temperatures are also going to be a little bit below average, but slightly warmer than what we got yesterday. A look at that coming up in just a few minutes. Brandon?
All right, changing gears now to some breaking news here at noon. Luigi Mangione, the man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO back in December of 2024, has pleaded guilty, saying in court, quote, "I shot Mr. Thompson and he died." Mangione faces 2 federal counts of stalking resulting in death with a possible sentence of life in prison. Today's hearing comes just weeks before Mangione's New York State murder trial. His lawyers say his attorneys may be aiming for a deal to dismiss the state case on double jeopardy grounds. His sentencing date is set for December 18th. Well, back here in our region, take a look at this right here. Security cameras captured what appears to be a meteor flying through the sky earlier this morning. Reports of the fireball have been coming in across Washington, North Idaho, and even some in British Columbia. Some of our viewers told us they didn't see it, but they felt it because it shook the whole house. Some of the videos we are looking at are from Almota, Chewelah, and Spokane. One of our viewers says it was a blue flash followed by a red-orange glow. And if your camera's caught anything, we want you to send it right on over to us at 509-448-2000. Well, today, more people are back in their neighborhoods after the Spokane area fires. They are still digging through the remains of their homes that once stood, some still trying to find sentimental items that might have survived. One family shared the one item that they hoped to find was their grandmother's cake knife.
There was a bunch of papers in there, and so they all were just, as you picked them up, they just kind of disintegrate in your hand, and then the only solid thing that was left was that knife.
You can still read her and my father's initials and the anniversary date on it. So we were just so grateful that the one thing that we prayed would live, would survive, did.
Wow. Well, the cake knife survived almost 70 years. The handle melted a little bit, but it was still recognizable. And with the Spokane area fires destroying more than 700 homes, one of those homes belonged to a woman who was just 3 weeks postpartum. The fires destroyed her 9-mile home and everything inside it. But as KREM 2's Caitlin Galloway shows us, Spokane showed up for a big way and in a big way for this mom of 2.
The rebuilding process is just beginning for many Spokane families. Amy Moats lost everything right before her son's 2nd birthday.
Every time he sees dinosaurs, he goes, dinosaurs.
Moats is a longtime customer at Spokane Baby Company, and the local business and their community herd went above and beyond, delivering wrapped dinosaur-themed gifts for the occasion.
They reached out to me the day before my son's birthday, which was on Friday, and said that they had specifically ordered gifts for my son. You don't realize that people think about that stuff and remember that stuff. And it really reminds me to be that type of person forward.
But the community support didn't stop there. They also helped Moats preserve a memory for her daughter.
I told everyone, I was like, oh, but I grabbed my wedding dress. I have my daughter who's 3 weeks old. I want her to have a piece of our wedding.
It wasn't until a few days later she realized she grabbed the wrong dress bag out of her closet. She called the bridal shop she got it from, Cloud9 Bridal, hoping for a miracle.
It was a God thing because we had that dress, that style number from 4 years ago, which is unheard of in the bridal world. We're constantly turning over. I couldn't do anything but just say, yes, here, give it. I mean, you've lost so much. I can give you one wedding dress.
Lisa Sayre, who also owns bridal collections in Spokane, gave away another dress to another fire victim and is currently helping another who lost her bridesmaid dress for an upcoming wedding. She says seeing the joy a wedding dress can bring is one of the reasons she loves her job.
I could donate, but to actually hand something to somebody, I mean, she and I were both just crying like crazy.
As for Moats, she says she wants to pay the kindness forward and teach her kids to do the same.
One of the biggest prayers I have for my children is that they're going to be generous and kind and just show God's love to everybody. And they're going to know that because they've received it. And I'll make sure that they know that.
Moats says she wishes she could thank every single person that has helped or donated face to face. In Spokane, Caitlin Galloway, KREM 2 News.